So you're probably wondering, what in tarnation is this? Well, I'll tell you. So, I have recently purchased a watch and headphones from CMF. CMF is a company, like a sub company from Nothing, which is another company that makes like phones and watches and headphones, but they're cheap and affordable for broke people like me. And I really liked it, but they don't have any like chargers or any like accessory things for their products. So this is kind of my application to get a job for them because they have an industrial design engineering job open that I'll apply for. And when this comes out, I can use this as like, hey, look at what I can do. So let's get into it. So the watch and headphones. So we'll start with the headphones first. So what this is pretty much just normal headphones case, but here's the charger. So it's a USB-C charger. So I made a little port. So once you put in the headphones, give me a sec. Wow, that's awkward. Okay. We're gonna go to it actually. So we're here. So there's the headphones, the port's right here, and you just plug it in, let it sit. And then these prongs here have kind of two purposes. The first off is you can plug in, you can have like a charger attached and then take the extra and wind it around these so that it kind of holds it if you're bringing it somewhere. I don't know how often you would actually do that, but it is a possibility. Or you could just wrap it, you don't need to plug it in, but you can wrap it. The second feature is, if we go back to here, all right, well, this is super awkward. 1 second. Here, I lost it. There you go, found it. All right. So it goes into these holes on this other holder, which I'll tell you about. And so then it holds it on this angle. So now the main watch charger. So we're going to suppress, hide this. So it fits perfectly in. Gosh, there you go, perfectly in. So if you kind of look, perfect fit right there, perfect fit over here. Then the bands go out. I was debating making it large enough for the bands, but they're just bands, not that important. To just make it way bigger than it needs to be. So once we take the watch away, we can look at the kind of angle it's at. So it's cut out big enough, and then right here on the bottoms of the charger or the watches, there's a spot for a charger, because you need to charge your watch. And so this is the size of the watch charger that it would be. And so when you put in the watch, it would just because it's magnetic, so it fits right in there. I know it's, we'll show you. Don't you worry. So here, and there you go. Look at that. So from the side, it fits right up to the bottom. So I'm going to actually 3D print this part so that I can see how it actually would fit, but I might have to lower this. But this actually is on a little angle on the watch. It was just no need to kind of draw that out. But so this would actually be probably up here, and there's two little prongs with magnetics that come. And so once you put it right there, it should be strong enough to just pull it up a little bit and connect it and charge it. So just a simple little thing. And now we'll undo that. And then if we suppress, hide this and hide this, you can see this little opening here. This is big enough where you can slide in the charger from the side. And then this is the perfect size of the little cord right here. So you can actually pinch it in and it would lock in right there. So now you're probably wondering, what are these green things? So the watch has an ability to show time, which a watch does. And if you want the possibility to angle it, you see how it's kind of taller here, smaller here, these two would sit like this. And so now the watch is facing up more, so you can use it as an actual clock or anything you want to use it for. So it just gives a little show. But you can also pull these out and then just sit it flat on a desk or something like that. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of inventive, possibly. And my thought is, it has so much open space, you might be able to do other things with it. Like with these connectors here, I was really thinking about doing magnets, but since there's such a small gap here, putting magnets next to electronics never works out well. So I decided not to. Definitely could work and could have magnets connecting them, but that's kind of a future project that may or may not occur. And then over here, if it's sitting flat, you can put the cord in here on either side. So if you look here, it has it over here, so you can put it on either side. This is the way the charger has to go, but I had it over here just in case. And then up top here, these have these holes. I didn't do anything with them now, but the thought is you might be able to have possible attachments, possible kind of like gibbets, how you put gibbets into a crock and make it look cool. You could make little gibbet type products that go into these specific spots, and then it can up it, you can add little lights to it, you can make it kind of personalized, which would be cool. But the main point is to just get it where it holds the watch perfectly and then holds the headphones perfectly. And now you can just slip your watch right in, and that's all you need to do. You don't need to worry about plugging it in. And then since the watch, so if you look at this, it's big and bulky, you can't really sit that down flat anywhere. So having this allows a flat sitting, and it's still to charge as well. So that is the invention. Obviously, if I were to either make this for CMF or be part of their team, I would make it more curated to their quality and their type that they want. But when I was looking at their website, they have 3 products really, and it's kind of hard to tell their design style. So if I was to make it, I'd probably try and add more of their design, but they're just minimalist and smooth. And so that's why I kind of rounded these corners and edges to make it all smooth. I left it flat down here because I didn't want to round, and I wanted to be able to just sit it flat. I was going to shell this out and make it look like this, but this is all the space you have under there, and we don't need these big long entrances over here. So it is flat right now. But I'm going to 3D print this and see how my watch fits into it and see how that goes. But thank you very much. I hope you enjoy. Please let me know if you have any comments, questions, maybe ways to improve this. But if you are CMF or /nothing, please reach out to me. I would love to be able to design for you. I am in the United States. I don't know if that'd be a problem, but I'd love to be able to design and show off some of my cooler ideas, inventions, or just test it out and see what I can do for y'all. So thank you very much, and here is the 3D printed watch holder. Goodbye. So that didn't work. So I had to go back in and redesign because I actually looked at the cavity part wrong. I thought I was scaling it up 20%. I scaled it up 2%, which completely messed everything up. So instead of trying to scale it up this time, I went through and changed the size altogether. I changed it to an actual size that is a little bit bigger, but it will actually work, and it will make sure that it's all together, it'll all fit in, it just fits this time, unlike the other one. And I ended up running out of blue filament, so I ended up switching to red filament, which you'll see in the next 3D printed part, so I can actually print in blue and red. So then I made the headphone holder in blue because it was a lot less. So overall, it didn't work out how I wanted it to. I wanted it to fit perfectly in there, but I didn't do it right. So I changed it where it fits. I just need to go through now and test out the percentages to see how much is 5% bigger, how much is 10% bigger. Does the 3D printer actually, how much does it bring it in? And kind of go through and figure out what actually works and figure out what angle that twisty thing of the watch is, because I don't know how to figure out the angle on that. So in here it looks like it works. With the 3D print, it does not work. It is so off. Luckily I made it big enough where that doesn't matter, but that's something I need to work at next time. And then in the 3D model you see the green supports. I didn't end up printing those because I didn't really have time, but that can be added. I didn't think it was needed for these, so I just made them normal. They still fit together, but it's normal, and I'm not worrying about if you can put it on an angle or not. I know I can, just not yet. So I really hope you enjoy this next 3D print, because it's actually what it was meant to look like and actually how it was supposed to work. It's just a tad bigger and just a tad loose. But other than that, the idea's there, everything is there that I wanted it to. It's just a tad off, which you can't be perfect every time, but I was trying. So thank you, and here's the 3D print.